And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 20. Seven-yard line. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 54, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Third down, here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 18.
Throwing Jones. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Watch out. Under 10.
On first down, here's Love. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run again with Love on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Check. Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Bryce Love. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mike 18. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch 18. 18's the mic. I'm going to run you over.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. It's complete to Chris Conley. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 26, check 26. He can't hang. Watch it.
On the carry, it's Love. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Check 31, check 31. Wide, get wide.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Check 37, check 37. Like 22.
On play action, Haskins looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Shoot. Watch the air. Sponge. Go.
They'll run on first down. Goodson, they find some open field here. And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Love here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give running right is Love.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, Sacramento.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Second and 5 now. Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Break. 18's the mic. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Mike 18, Mike 18. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert. Hey, Sam off. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, second down. Throwing on second down. Haskins. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. Play action. Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses. Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch 18. 18's the Mike. Hey, wahoo! Mike 18. Mike 18. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Watch 18. 18's the Mike. Tap. Hey, Mike 7.
Now Jones. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Set, ready. 10, touchdown. 54. Mike 54. Hey. It's great. Jim.
Now a give, right side. It's Love. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Order. Mike 22. Back to pass. Mike 22.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He's going to fire one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Goodson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
218, chop it.
Jones now to throw again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Pilot, 64, read. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Switch. Fire.
They'll run on first down. Goodson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Topper! Hey, Delta! Hey, turn it up! He's coming! Double up! He's coming! Double up! Deuce! Speed grip!
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point attempt to come here. And with that, the lead is up to 8. They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26. 6-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Like 22, like 22. Hey, let's get this, get this. Shift. Go, go. Crunch. Crunch. Go, over. 6-6. Boy.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Let's go, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Lucy. 4 down, 4 down.
Back to throw. Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check three, check 3. Hey, orbit. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 50, check 50. What? Go. Run 22, jet, cover. Run 22, jet.
Running to start the drive is Love. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in with the line of scrimmage. They get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. They go play action with Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
On 1st down, Love. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's crashing.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Let's go now. We want this.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to collect. SOS.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On first down, Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Six-man. Mark 22, Mark 22. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw him. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Redskins.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Love. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 3, check 3.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Love. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just to chip it. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. 6, right there, 56. Hey, Haywood. Monk's 56. Monk's 56. Hey. Rock it. Undercrush. 22-jet bomber. Come. Fire.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Alpha.
3rd and 4.
56, Mike, 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up. Greystone, travel. Be good. Watch out. Under 10.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload, but you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop The clock prior to that, and they do. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And that's about the easiest to close.